All right, hey guys, doing about to hop into Genesis 47. Yeah, we're getting straight into it. So then Joseph came and told Pharaoh and said, "My father, my brethren, their flocks, their herds, and all that they have came out of the land of Canaan. Behold, they are in the land of Goshen." And he took some of his brothers, even 5 men, and presented them unto Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto his brethren, "What is your occupation?" They said to Pharaoh, "Thy servants are shepherds, both we and also our fathers." And they said moreover unto Pharaoh, "For to sojourn in the land, and we come, the servants have no pasture for their flocks, for the famine is sore in the land of Canaan. Now therefore we pray thee, let thy servants dwell in the land of Goshen." And Pharaoh spake unto Joseph, saying, "Thy father and thy brethren are come unto thee. The land of Egypt is before thee, and the best of the land can make thy father and thy brethren to dwell, and in the land of Goshen let them dwell. And if thou knowest any man of activity among them, then make them rulers over my cattle." And Joseph brought in Jacob his father, and set him before Pharaoh. And Jacob blessed Pharaoh. And Pharaoh said unto Jacob, "How old art thou?" And Jacob said unto Pharaoh, "The days of the years of my pilgrimage are 130 years. Few and evil have the days of the years of my life been, and have not attained unto the days of the years of my life and the fathers in the days of their pilgrimage." And Jacob blessed Pharaoh, and went out from before Pharaoh. And Joseph placed his father and his brethren, and gave them a possession in the land of Egypt, in the best of the land of Ramses, as Pharaoh had commanded. And Joseph nourished his father and his brethren and all his father's household with bread according to their families. And there was no bread in all the land, for the famine was very sore, so that the land of Egypt and all the land of Canaan fainted for by reason of the famine. And Joseph gathered up all the money that was found in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan for the corn which they had bought. And Joseph brought the money into Pharaoh's house. And when the money failed in the land of Egypt and in the land of Canaan, all the Egyptians came unto Joseph and said, "Give us bread, for why should we die in thy presence? For the money failed." And Joseph said, "Give your cattle, and I will give you for your cattle if your money fail." And they brought their cattle unto Joseph, and Joseph gave them bread in exchange for their horses, their flocks, and the cattle of the herds, and for the donkeys. And he fed them with the bread of all their cattle for that year. When that year was ended, they came unto him the second year and said, "We will not hide it from my lord. How is our money spent? And my lord also hath our herds of cattle. There is not aught left in the sight of my lord, but our bodies, but our lands. Wherefore shall we die in thine eyes? Both we and our land, buy us in our land for bread, and we and our land be servants unto Pharaoh, and give us seed that we may live and not die, and the land not be desolate." And Joseph bought all the land of Egypt for Pharaoh, and the Egyptians sold every man his field, because the famine prevailed over them, so the land became Pharaoh's. And as for the people, he removed them from cities, from one to the borders of Egypt, and even to the other end thereof. And only the land of the priests bought he not, for the priests had a portion assigned to them of Pharaoh, and did eat their portion which Pharaoh gave them, wherefore they sold not their lands. And Joseph said unto the people, "Behold, I have bought you this day and your lands for Pharaoh. Lo, here is your seed, ye shall sow the land. It shall come to pass that the increase ye shall give a fifth part to Pharaoh, and 4 parts shall be our own, for the seed of the fair field, and for your food, and for them of your households, for food for your little ones." And they said, "Thou hast saved our lives. Let us find grace in the sight of the Lord, and we will be Pharaoh's servants." And Joseph made it a law in the land of Egypt to this day, that Pharaoh should have a fifth part, except the land of the priests only, which became not Pharaoh's. And Israel dwelt in the land of Egypt, in the country of Goshen, and they had possessions therein, and grew and multiplied exceedingly. And Jacob lived in the land of Egypt 17 years, so the whole age of Jacob was 147 years. And time drew nigh that Israel must die. He called his son Joseph, and said unto them, "If now I have found grace in thy sight, put, I pray thee, a hand under my thigh, and deal kindly and truly with me. Bury me not, I pray thee, in Egypt, but I will lie with my fathers, and thou shalt carry me out of Egypt, and bury me in their burying place." And he said, "I will do as thou hast said." And he said, "Swear unto me." And he swore unto him, and Israel bowed himself upon the bed's head. All right, that's all. Y'all have a great day. Peace.